Hello friends, welcome to the video number 28 for the Visual Basic for Applications in Excel series. And well, in this video we are going to start talking about arrays. And well, to start, how are we going to declare an array, or how are we going to tell VBA that we are going to work with an array? Well, the declaration is basically the same. For example, these are regular variables, but here these two, my integers and my decimals, well, as you can see, I placed a parenthesis, a couple of parentheses, and then I am showing here two different ways to declare. In this case, I know how many elements the arrays are going to contain. So probably, I guess, if we said that we can think of a variable as a container, I guess we can think in an array as a container with many divisions inside of that same container. So we are declaring, okay, I'm going to have one container, but in that container, I need you to put, well, actually, well, we're going to be seeing how it works in here. But if I say 9, I am actually making 10 spaces. And well, the thing is that now coming in here, computers, they start working or indexing our arrays at 0, not at 1. So that's why we need to account this 0. So if I want to make 10 spaces, as I'm showing here, I am storing my integers from 1 to 10. That's why I'm actually telling, okay, from 0 to 9. Here I'm just saying to 9, but we are going to do it a little bit different. Here, for example, in my integers, I am trying to show you how you can populate each element of your array one by one. You see, we're saying here, okay, in the array, my integers, the element 0 or the index 0, I want it to contain the number 1. You, of course, can use whichever number you like. I am just doing this because, again, I want to show you that we are having 10 places, and that's why we are going from 0 to 9. Then, okay, on index number 1, I want to store number 2 or integer number 2. You can also make arrays, for example, for strings or whatever other variable type or data type, sorry, that you might need. And well, after populating all the elements in my array, what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna cycle through it. I have this for loop, and I'm saying, okay, for I equals 1 to 10, I want to write the value on cell AI. In this case, for example, the first loop is going to be in A1. I want you to write the value of my integers, which is this one. And the element, again, is going to be index I minus 1. So it's going to be 1 minus 1 is 0. So I'm going to be getting the index 0 or whatever is stored on the index 0 of my array. So it's going to be 1. So I gotta have a 1 written here in A1. And well, so on. We move to 2. So it's going to be 2 minus 1 is going to be index 1. So I'm going to have 2 on A2 and so on. And well, the other way that I can populate an array instead of doing one by one, for example, I can use the same for loop to populate my array. In this case, it's going to be an array of decimals. So I'm going to be using this J to make my loops. So it's going to be decimals 1 minus 1. So I'm going to be having my decimals index 0. It's going to be equals to 1 divided by 100. So it's going to be 0.01. And then I want VBA, I want you to write on C1 the value that I just created, right? Um, so well, that's two different ways. Again, you can populate one by one, or you can use or take an advantage of a loop to populate your array. So let's see how this works. Just run it. And well, it's working as expected. Now let's do a step by step just to have a better look at it. So I start populating all the elements of my array one by one, and then on my loop, again here, it's gonna be A1, and it's gonna be 1 minus 1, so it's gonna be my integers 0. And well, again, it gives me 1, and it continue doing the same thing for all the other ones. Now we move to my decimals, so we start populating the array. So it's 1 minus 1 is index 0. It's going to be 1 divided by 100. Write that on C1, and it's 0.01, and so on and so forth until we finish and we exit the subroutine. So well, that's it for this first video about how to work with arrays. It's our I think the most simple way to handle an array is a one-dimension array. In the next video, we're gonna be talking about multi-dimensional arrays. Actually, we're gonna be making an example with just 2 dimensions, but from there you can go on and add as many dimensions as you need. And well, I hope that you have found this video useful. Um, well, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, and I hope to see you in the next video to talk about multidimensional arrays.